Hello and welcome to Monday the 21st of August, and this is Private Practice. Now, many of you who know me will know that I don't do repeat videos, that I'm a bit of a one-hit wonder, and if I can't do it right the first time, or if I can't do it well enough the first time, chances are I'm not going to do it. Well, this is take number 3, because the first time I almost fell off my chair, oops, and the second time I forgot to press record. Whoa. Now, seriously, I feel like I have been at work all day today. Have you ever had those days where it's just like, did this day have a beginning? Is it ever going to end? Seriously, I've been kind of for the last couple of hours going, really? How much more is there to this day? And there's stuff that needs to be done. There will always be more stuff that needs to be done. We've had that conversation many times, many times. But one thing I learned about myself today, I am not a web designer. I am awesome at a lot of other things. I am awesome at helping people reclaim their life after injury and illness. I am awesome at helping people pull the potential out of themselves. I am awesome at helping people make the impossible possible. I am not a web designer. And how do I know this? Well, I know this because my incredibly patient, tolerant, and skilled web designer all the way from Chicago got on a call with me at 8 a.m. Sydney time. So that's like Chicago in the dark time on a Sunday. That's pretty awesome. Then she proceeded to help me understand why her design decisions were so much better than mine. Because, you know, people like me, the design customer, we think we know what we're talking about. We think we know what good design is. We think we know how to make it work better than the designer because, you know, we've got a vision in our head and we want that vision executed. Yeah. So the awesome thing that Rachel did today was that she actually showed me what my ideas would actually look like. And they weren't good. They weren't what I was looking for. They weren't polished. They weren't excellent. In fact, it would appear I am the child of the 70s, which I am, and I took design right back there really quickly. So massive shout out to Rachel from RKA Inc. for her patience and her tenacity and her willingness to help me see, like visually see, how I am not a web designer, and I'm so glad I hired you to help me with this project. Whew. So one thing off my list, I don't have to be an awesome web designer because there are people out there who are better at that than me. What else happened today? Oh, I went to yoga. I'm still in the yoga pants, still have the yoga headband on. But what was really nice was my teacher encouraged me considerably today. She told me she'd noticed how strong I was in my yoga practice. And I was really chuffed, which means good. I was really happy to hear this, because I have not felt strong. In fact, it's probably been 4 or 5 years since I actually felt strong. And I was able to get into and out of poses today, which is something that I've been working on, improving my core strength. So to not just get into a pose and stay there by gritting my teeth, but actually helping my body understand how to get into and out of a pose. Because one of the things I know about myself is that I am awesome at things in the moment. I'm like a bull at a gate. I will give anything I want to do 110% time and energy. But what I need to work on is getting into that thing and then coming out of that thing so that those spaces of transition actually have energy, have vitality, have purpose, and I'm not just on, off, on, off, on, off. Because that on, off, that ain't good. That isn't good for us emotionally. That isn't good for us relationally. And I'm starting to get a picture that it's really not good for us physiologically. That does not do good things to our endocrine system. Just saying. So today I got to speak to customers about the work that we do. I actually turned away potential referrals because we weren't going to actually able to do any good or make any difference. And as one of my key customers keeps saying, you've just talked yourself out of getting a brand new client. And I'm like, if we can't help them, if there's no point in sending this person to us for assessment or for services, then please don't waste your money. Just because rehab seems like a good idea, or return to work, or career coaching, or executive coaching seems like a good idea, it doesn't mean it always is the right idea at the right time. And it's really important as a part of our customer service and our commitment to excellence that I won't just accept referrals just because somebody wants to throw a referral or throw a new client at us. It's got to be the right fit. And we know as a team that we've got to be able to add value. And I also know that more referrals are coming. And I also know that more clients are coming, and I'm not scared of that. And it was interesting. I was writing the blog post for Joe Muirhead this week. Keep an eye out. There's a new one coming on Wednesday. And it talked about what happens to our brains when we go into a state of panic, and why we can't logically think through, why am I panicked at this point in time when I'm panicked? But I use the example of what would happen if 7 of your clients just chose not to see you anymore this week. 7. Not 5, not 2, not 1, not 10, 7. What would 7 clients closing up shop without seeing you again do to your bottom line? And what would that do to your stomach, your head, your heart, your brain? Do you think you'd have a good sleep tonight? So I'm discussing that in this week's blog post, which will come out on Wednesday morning Australian time and Tuesday evening USA time, because that's the way time zones work. Well, it's 5:15. Sophie's done an awesome job here today in Purple Co HQ. I am really grateful for her. So drop me a comment below and tell me what you're really grateful for today. This is Private Practice, and I'm looking forward to talking to you again later in the week.